Hello.
Hi everyone. Paula, can you talk about the match tonight?
I think it was a pretty tough match. As I said on court, I never won a set against her, so I was quite nervous. I really want to do well here, as you know, and I'm really excited and happy that I went through the match today.
Courtney?
Paula, just talking about that matchup and it being a tough one for you in the past, what do you think was the difference then tonight?
Well, I think the difference was all this year. I played against her 1.5 years ago, and I think I've improved a lot in so many things, mentally, physically as well, because I think it was a very physical match. So I could show the way and how much I improved today after playing against her. So I'm really happy about that and how much I improved the last year.
How meaningful is a victory like that and the confidence going forward in the tournament?
A lot. I mean, every match gives you a lot of confidence, and confidence is very tough to get it and very easy to lose it, you know. So, to be honest, after Dubai and Doha, I wasn't happy about that, and I had tough days after all. And for me, it's very important to go match by match, and for me, every match gives me confidence again.
Ben?
Paula, I saw WTA posted a clip of you during your photo shoot here, and you seem to really be enjoying the sort of the scene more. And I know you have modeling sort of heritage. How much do you sort of enjoy that? And do you feel like you have things you can teach some of the other players about being comfortable in that sort of skill set too?
To be honest, I enjoy it if it doesn't take like that much of my day, and I can practice and I've done everything, then I enjoy it. If it's too many hours, I get so tired about it. No, but I think I'm getting all that things pretty well. I know my priorities, but as well I try to enjoy it when I have it because it's part of our job. So yeah, I think in that moment, as you can see always on court and all of parts of me, I try to give it all. And that's what I do there as well. So it's a job for me as well, and I try to put everything on that.
Just obviously you guys had to wait a little bit with the match that was going on before you. How much were you watching that? And does a result like that with what Rafa did give you inspiration? Does it give you pressure when you walk out there? Kind of what's the response?
No, inspiration. I mean, he was 5-2 down, and well, with Rafa, every time he's like 5-2 down or something like that, I'm like, no worries, guys, he's gonna win. So yeah, no, but it's an inspiration, and I enjoy it and I learn about that because then I go to court, and as you saw on court as well, I was super motivated from point one. So that helps me as well because I see this kind of players like Rafa doing that, and I want to do the same.
In terms of your having been born in the U.S., growing up here as a kid, how much does this still feel? Even though we're on the opposite side of the country now, but how much does it still feel like home when you're in the U.S.?
I always said that US is like my second home, and I said that when I came here last year in Indian Wells. I really feel like the crowd supports me, and I feel very comfortable playing here, and I really like the fans here. So yeah, it's like my second home. I hope Spanish people are not hearing me right now.
On that, I'm curious, did you ever consider representing the U.S., or was Spain always the obvious choice?
I consider it when I was very, very young. The thing is that I started playing tennis in Spain, and my whole family is from Spain. So I was born here and I lived here, and I really have like part of my heart here. But still, my coaches and everything was there. So I consider it. But the thing is that I had to live here, and it was too far away from my family.
You had to live here if you're going to represent U.S.
Yes.
Hockey?
You have made huge progress in the last couple of years in terms of rankings and results. But if you pick just one or two turning points of your career, it's not necessary to be one tournament or one match. What it would be?
I think, and I said it before in some interviews, one of the like turning points in my career, and I think it was a little bit last year, From the beginning of the year, I think I made a big change. Like I decided, as I said in some interviews, I was very bad mentally before. I was getting very frustrated, and I was not fighting sometimes as I had to do. And I changed that a lot. And from the beginning of the year, I decided like I wanted to be very strong on that part. And that made me improve on a lot of things, because when you get stronger mentally, you have to get stronger physically, and your tennis keeps improving because you're playing against the big players. So yeah, I think I improved a lot on that. And then I think if I have to say a match, it was against Ashley Barty in clay court in Charleston last year. I mean, mentally in my head was like I was thinking, if I won the #1 in the world, maybe I can win anyone. So that helps you to give confidence, and that you believe that it's possible, and then you can win every player.
Did you hire some like a mental coach or like a psychologist?
Yeah, I always work with like mental coach or psychologist, and of course my team helps me on that as well. I think a good coach is a mental coach as well. So I have a lot of support on that, and I work a lot because I think it's very important for this sport.
I'm just curious about what you just said about a good coach is a mental coach. What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
I mean, a good coach has to know you very well. For me, a good coach is the coach that adapts on you very well, because there's a lot of coaches that work with very different players, and they try to make them play the same way. And that's not how it works. I mean, I have to play different maybe as another player, and mentally maybe I think different as another player, or maybe I need something else. So in that case, I'm very lucky now with the coach that I have, because he adapts the way that I think and that I play, and he helps me a lot on that.
With Aryna Sabalenka out this morning, the three first in the ranking are not here. That gives you more confidence to fight for the title, or a little bit more pressure on your shoulders?
Doesn't give me anything, because in WTA anything can happen. I think the level has improved a lot. I mean, you play with yesterday. I was watching tennis, and I saw an insane match. And then you see the ranking. It was like 100, girl 120. She played like top 10 level. So in WTA it happens a lot, and sometimes in ATP as well. So yeah, anything can happen, and every match is very tough. So of course, if Sabalenka lost today, is because for sure the opponent had to do her things very well.
Any more questions? Ben?
Is that volley nets you were talking about yesterday?
No, as well, I was watching that match. I really like to watch tennis, so I'm like with iPad, computer, TV. But I was watching Dart Svitolina, and I think it was a crazy match. And you were seeing the players, and you weren't seeing like who's the seeded one. So that happens on tennis, and that's why anything can happen. You have to be prepared.
Do you wish now that you're like a top player, do you wish it was less unpredictable? That you could just, do you wish it was less, because it was automatic that you're in the top 10, you win all the time? But,
No, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I wish it was like that. Or I can have bye until the final, you know? No, yes, I wish, and it's tough, because when they play without pressure and nothing to lose, they play super well. So and you play with pressure, and you're tight, and you want to win it, and you feel that you have to win it. So it's tough as well to be in this position.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.